Is going to do a wrestling video. There's a lot of stuff going on in the NBA today. You have Porzingis going to Atlanta. Then you got Poole and CJ McCollum switching teams. And the thing is, like, all of it is involved like draft picks. Because that's the only thing they can do. Because they can't do trade straight up until when it's free agency. So yeah, this is yeah. And then I saw this that says Kuzma and Connaughton for Wiggins and Love, and it says okay, Miami Heat have made Andrew Wiggins available in trade talks. Okay, and they also been dangling with the number 20 pick. Um, I'm I wouldn't say like I'm totally interested, but it's just something I just want to look at. So I just want to look, what they make. And that flag is old. And we stuck with that flag ever since. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I think we're not done in trades, and there's more news about the Bucks we're gonna read on too. So we're gonna tackle that one in a bit. Oops, sorry. Let me go back. I wasn't trying to do that. So go back to where we were. So I meant to do this. Okay, so yeah, you see like all this stuff, like the Wizards shifting from Poole to the veteran and McCollum, who has an expiring contract. And don't you kind of see that that Washington Wizards is trying to get a little bit older compared them being like younger. So I just thought thinking like what the Wizards doing. But they said for the Wizard they would have like $100 million in cap space for the next all season. So, and plus the Pelicans is getting younger. So I understand that. And plus there's also rumors that that Portland is going to keep Drew Holiday. They're not going to make any trades or some of the sort. So let's see. Yeah, and because that's what I mentioned earlier. Like everybody's saying that I think the Bucks and Thunder are related ideal trade partners around the draft, depending on Milwaukee's appetite to send future picks. Something centered around Milwaukee's picks in the 2030 for OKC picks this year. Oh, they sent all three of them. Only, if y'all saw my last video, only said like two. Because OKC roster is full. I wouldn't say like the 15th pick, but I think maybe the Thunder will end up keeping that 15th pick, and maybe the 24th and the 44th. Why not? And if Bucks want to like get more picks, they can still just throw like cash considerations to another team to get like picks. So because people saying it actually is a big draft. So there's just mainly they're just saying that there's a lot that there's a lot players that are that good from this draft. Then it's been in a while. So oh yeah, and plus if y'all probably don't know that Giannis did invite some of the young players to work out with him. So Andre Jackson Jr. is one of them, but I don't know who else is in there. Maybe Kuzma. But I know he's been working out in the off season, and could be like the other players, like maybe Chris Livingston, Tyler Smith. Although they showed like videos of him working out as well. But Chris Middleton, Marcus Smart, and CJ McCollum on the Wizards. Yeah, that is true, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, why are they going so like? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Giannis, I don't want to leave Milwaukee. Doc, he doesn't want to leave. The Nassets, he ain't leaving. The rest of his family and friends that know he isn't going anywhere. Then they got like, or everybody, silent except for Shams. Anyways, Giannis still wants to leave this summer. Dude, you've been talking about that. It's like you just one of those people that just want, Giannis to leave. It's just sad. Oh, okay, okay. So this is okay. This is the whole information about that. So Giannis is flying out Ajax, Tyler Smith, and Chris Livingston to Greece for workouts, and this guy Shams is still going national TV acting like there's a decision to be made. See, that's why you starting to hate. ESPN be bringing some of these new reporters, well, these new analysts and reporters that don't even have a clue what they're talking about. It's sorry. It's just sad. It's like you still going on there thinking Giannis is gonna leave. Will they make like a move that that can probably shut people up and be like, okay, he's not leaving then. Like seriously, move on. It's like if you talk about that man that much, y'all think he's like in a team that he shouldn't be in. If you talk about him that much, y'all must think he's the greatest player in this in the NBA right now. Just really just don't. It's one of those things that just get frustrating with some of these social medias. You just want to like strangle them. Like seriously. So where was that article? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna look for. Let me just move it to the side and I can get out of X. Um, so it's like why in the world that Miami would do this, and they like shocked the world like because they looked like they was gonna be out of the playoffs and they end up getting in, you know, by being in a play-in, they end up automatically getting into the playoffs. Although they lost to the first round to I believe they lost against yeah, I believe they lost to the Cavs. Okay, sorry about that. Because the Heat record was, sorry, 37-45, and they managed to make it into the playoffs through the play-in. So that says something. Because yeah, they shockingly, end up beating Chicago. Then they shockingly end up beating Atlanta just to get in, and just like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, what I'm doing? Going to Miami. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Okay, 28.2 million for Andrew Wiggins, and they had like 2 more seasons with him, and he's 30, a year older than Kyle Kuzma, which I don't get why that scenario always is happening. And Kevin Love, oh okay, I can see like okay 5 million, and he's on the expiring contract this coming season, but he's old too. It's like, why take the chance? Like you trying to get younger. You ain't trying to get like older. Like there's a few players that's on this team that is like exception with the age. Like Damian Lillard. Then there's Pat Connaughton, just 32. I think he's like the second oldest. just looking at the current roster right now. So you got Damian Lillard, that's the oldest in the team. Then Pat Connaughton, 32, the second oldest as of right now. Then you got Bobby and Giannis, just like the age of 30, and everybody else is like 29 and younger. It's like I know y'all trying to go like the Bucks is trying to go forward. We're trying to get young. Why do they want to go backwards? I don't get that. I really don't. It's just kind of one of those things. Is like, what is these writers just thinking? Like, seriously. Okay, so where was the not thinking about them and they did going. Yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier that Chris Middleton is going to keep his player option, stay with the Wizards. So yeah, the wait a minute. Yeah, we knew about that, but Milwaukee Bucks had two standout players hitting free agency. Okay, we already know who those players are. We already know. Okay, so this is new. So six centers in the Bucks should target with the 47 pick. Thank God. They actually put in what they need, not what the people, not the people, but the writers want. Okay, this was yesterday, so I'm surprised I didn't catch that any time. Um, let's see. Just reading about anything like okay. While uncovering the starting depths and of the draft is unlikely, there's still real value. Ryan Rollins first, Jericho Sims. Yep. Recent 47 picks include Antonio Reeves, Vince Williams, and I can never pronounce this guy's name. So the goal of the series is to identify 47 pick targets the Bucks who have a chance of becoming a rotation caliber players, or at least sticking in the league for multiple seasons. Right. Okay, I thought they already did the wings, so I didn't know they was talking about the guards. I must have missed that one. Because the only thing I saw was like wings and forwards. So now they're talking about bigs. So let's see. Yankee Conan, 7-footer, his third, he was a junior after, this season in college. Well, they ranked him 34, so the thing is, he might be taken. Okay, he didn't participate in the workouts, but let's see, 2.3 blocks a game. Okay, 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and about like 61% from the field. Not too bad, kind of like average, like Giannis. But let's see, athleticism, positional size, interior defense, shot blocking. Okay, probably somebody that can protect the paint. Lob, catch, and finishing, and he got nice footwork. A little bit reminder of Brook Lopez, but let's see. Defensive rebound, pass, and consistency in space defensively and shooting. And I don't think that they will, want that. Okay, so that's a good reminder. Jericho Sims proved to be an incredible useful presence for Milwaukee in the stand-up bounce and defensive unity last season. And plus, with the connection with Kevin Porter Jr. and Jericho Sims, with some of the live they've been doing. So it's like, maybe he could have been a perfect fit, but at the same time, it's like trying to get somebody that's defensive and shooting and can, run up and down the court with Giannis instead of, dragging his feet. So, okay. It was one point. At one point they took on the Badgers, and 5 dunks in that game. Okay. I heard about this guy a lot too. That the Bucks should be getting because Sinarski, but it seems like he's probably gonna be already taken in the second round. But from Australia, 7'4", 19. So center they can build a future with. So why not? He didn't participate in the Bucks workout, but I don't know why they didn't do it. At 7'4" in shoes, he is a massive human that level size alone it gives him a good shot at being at least an impactful backup. No, you might be able to end up starting him. Because if they decide, we'll start Jericho Sims in the starting lineup, fine. And have him as a backup. No problem. Well, I think he's like the type of player with the Bucks that he can probably start and probably can learn through the way, like maybe learn some stuff. And plus, you never know. Like I always putting out there, Summer League. Let's see, he only played like a little over 12 minutes a game in the NBL. That's the I believe that's the Australian league, if I'm correct. Averaged 5 points a game and nearly one block a game with 50% shooting. So let's see what his strength is. Okay, positional size, offensive rebounder, which is not too bad. Something that Brook Lopez could have done, but doesn't do enough. Interior defense, shot blocking, which is good too. Screening, okay, it's a good screener and dunker spot finishing. So that's good. I guess the sad thing is like his weakness is his foot speed, defensive versatility. So like he can go down like protect the paint, but when it's like outside, stuff like that, or is in the mid range, he's not that good. And passing, probably something you can work on. So they're saying that Cesarski could be Brook Lopez insurance defensively, as he's a primary drop guy who can shut down the paint with his gigantic frame. Offensively, he will need to share the floor with Giannis, Dame, Kevin Porter Jr., or another creator at all times in order for him to be effective. Yeah, it makes sense. Giannis hasn't spent much time playing with traditional bigs in recent years. That's true. But Bucks could experiment with running him next to Zazarski in order to maximize the Greek feats help side defensive ability. Right. Like how Giannis was with Brook Lopez, but I don't know. I think this guy is going to be, better than Brook Lopez if they get him. So, only thing I'm worried about with his weakness is like the defensive versatility. That's my only concern with that. Like protect the ball, like in the paint, that's fine. But yeah, the diversity. I'm just kind of worried. I heard about this guy too. Bashaw Golden. Well, let's see. 7'1", Michigan. I think he played like 5 seasons in college. Okay, so he could be available for the Bucks at the 47 pick. So Golden was one of the Big Ten's most vulnerable front court forces last season. Had like at least 17 points a game, 7 rebounds, on his way to making an all-conference team and winning the Big Ten. Okay, and winning Big Ten tournament MVP. So that's something. He helped lead Florida Atlantic in their first Final Four appearance ever. So that's good. Okay, so let's see. Strengths. Pick and roll finish, which they probably would need. Or they can work whoever would be the starting point guard if it's like Ryan Rollins or Kevin Porter Jr. So could be nice for him. Post scoring, which is good. Rebounding is a plus. Interior defense, okay. Floor spacing upside. Oh, okay. So they're saying he's actually probably like a decent shooter. Free throw shooting, of course, that's always good. Positional size, of course. Well, what's his? Okay, his weakness is passing. Like another thing, defensive versatility, a low volume shooter. Wow. So let's see. If it's Brook Lopez, okay, same thing they said about Sinkarski. Okay, now I said it right. Well, okay, he can shoot a little bit. He hit 33.3% from three, so on 0.9 attempts a game. Okay, as the last year. Mm, probably got him a little bit over. At least he's an okay 3-point shooter, so that's always good. So Eric Dixon is another one. I don't know. Maybe somebody they can run. With Giannis if they have him as a center. Something like what Detroit kind of did. They had Ben Wallace at center, then with 6'9", and you have Rasheed Wallace at 6'11" as a power forward. Yeah, maybe they can go the old Detroit way. But according to them, they said that he might end up getting picked up before the Bucks will get to him. So Dixon's a skilled jumbo forward man who leads the entire nation in scoring last. Okay. With 23 points per game. He made 3 of all conference teams during his 5 years at Villanova and was named an All-American as a graduate. Okay, that's good. Sorry, I did not see. So we're gonna look at that in a second. Maybe just turn it to. I finally get to watch NXT. Okay, that was weird. Trying to turn it to the NXT, and it's like, what was going on? It was like flick, 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 flick. Oh God. Okay. His strengths are catch and shoot ability, off the dribble scoring, nothing wrong with that. Oh, very good efficiency. Okay. Physicality. Okay, he can handle himself in the paint if he gets trapped and stuff. So that's good. Offensive rebounding. Of course, we need offensive rebounding as well. Okay. So his weakness is athleticism, interior defense, defensive rebounding, defensive playmaking. Yeah. Okay. So in many ways, he's a alternative version of Tyler Smith. His shooting is legit, and he could play. And he could be a really fun piece next to Giannis offensively. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a defined defense role. He's definitely not a rim protector, but he's absolutely not a wing stopper either. And he doesn't move his feet well consistently enough to be a switch big. So, I guess, pass on that. Another person that I was hyping on, like, who they should get, Hanson Yang. So, yeah, his stock has went up. Okay, 7'2". Yeah, he was part of the Bucks workout, so I remember them talking about that last week. Of course, when he was in the CBA, 16 points per game, 10 rebounds exactly, nearly 3 assists, so not too bad, and nearly 1 steals a game and nearly 3 blocks. So, okay, let's see. His strengths. Okay, so he can pass. We talked about that already, so that's good. High post playmaking, post scoring, okay. Pick and roll finishing, which is good. Interior defense, which is always good. Rebounding, of course. Screening, floor spacing upside. So can be a decent like mid-range shooter, or maybe one day can be like a good 3-point shooter. Okay, so his weakness is foot speed, turnovers, which there's something they can work on. Athleticism kind of sucks, but yeah. Fouling, he might foul too much and probably get himself into foul trouble. I think Giannis was like that at one point. Then you got shooting consistency is a problem too. But I'm still high on the guy, although he's not, athleticism. Something that he can work on. Shooting consistency that can be worked on too, and turnovers could be worked on. But the fouling and foot speed is like going to take a person a while to get that fix. Okay. Because Yang brings a rare skill set to the table. He doesn't have a defined role that suits him best at this point. He most closely, Brook Lopez on defense. So, okay. Slow-footed and is therefore limited to deep drop covers and a pick and roll. Oh, wow, yeah. Offensively, he's not a quite good enough shooter yet to be a stretch five like Lopez, but he could add some interest wrinkles to Milwaukee's playbook with his ability to pass as a big man. Yep, this would be an upside bet for the Bucks, but one has a decent chance of hitting the jackpot. So, okay, you know, post scoring, passing, that's good. Interior defense, so like he can like be a rim protector. Um, let's see, rebounding, of course, and lots of screens. They would like, especially for the guards that trying to like pass other people up. So that would be good for them. And floor spacing is a plus too. Like give like some room for people to shoot. Okay, so is my Allison. I heard about him too. Um, okay, he was part of the Bucks participation workout, so that's good. Okay. Okay. He played in the G League, but last year he went to the National Basketball League, which is not National Basketball League, but that was something like so he went like overseas, to play. So let's see. Okay, 7 points a game in 16 minutes. So probably something that scoring may seem like he probably needs to work on. So let's see his strengths. Pick and roll score finishing, which is good. Post scoring, of course. Rebounding, of course, that's a plus. Short roll passing. Oh, okay, so he can like pass it go like close to him, like can if you want to pass it to like a guy that's close to him, he can like do that. Then the guy can get an easy score. And speed, which is good. You always want foot speed, especially somebody that can at least run with the team. So, ooh, that's pretty cool. Although the weakness is interior defense, athleticism, physicality, and free throw shooting. Okay, they think of him as Bobby Portis without a jump shot. Okay, he'll be effective energy guy off the bench, but the Bucks need a center that can start with them. So it's a tough choice. Maybe somebody will come out of the woodwork, out of nowhere, and they be like, okay, we interested in this guy. So I'm still stuck on Henson game, but at the same time, I see some of these other bigs too, like Fitzgerald Golden and of course Rocco Zakarski. So it's like but Yankee, yeah, I didn't. Okay, it's like I know like his issues is defensive rebounding, which something that can work on. His passing that's a problem, shooting is a problem, and consistency in space defensively. So like I said, like he's probably would be their best bet for the Bucks to get if they get him. It's either him or Jensen Yang or all these the other two that that'd be at least decent. Okay, so that's that, and I'm glad I caught that. Okay, let's see who. Let's see where there's like other moves. I know we're gonna get to that. That we already did that. Miami and Milwaukee is like we already know about that. Yeah, we know Brook Lopez is actually just going to be gone. So yeah, that's good news. Like, just let him be gone. Um, let's see. It was something else too. Oh yeah, we already know they're aggressively looking. Oh, of course, yeah, they talk about that. God, it was. I knew it was something that we was talking about, but let's see. Yeah, we did that already, and oh wow, okay, that's some news. Okay, biggest need heading to the NBA draft. We will look at that in a second. Okay, we're gonna read that other stuff too, but I gotta read this first. So, this is really good news. If this is true, like for Damian Lillard, so he probably will be out. Maybe we know he's gonna be out the first half of the season, but also will be out. A little bit of the second half of the season. So maybe a March return, maybe in the horizon. So good enough time for help in the playoffs. So 8 to 10 months from now. So let's wait. Damian Lillard reported could return 8 to 10 months after an injury. Okay, so he got injured like early May.
So you see what I mean about
and yeah. So let me just count down. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So he could be back late in the first half of the season to let's see.
Okay.
So it could be between January he could be back to
and my thing is we don't need to introduce
March
ourselves every fucking week.
next season. So still good time, and that's still like good news.
Right. All
That
of us have met each other.
only like
dealt
8 to 10 months,
with each
so
other
that's a smart
now,
thing.
whether or not that
So
dog won't share shit that I do because she told them not to.
yeah, not reading that because whatever.
And I'm making that
same.
clear out there because she'll send
So yeah, that will.
transcripts of this meeting
Yep, that will be
to her.
end of April. So
Now I've jumped out of there. She's
That's
going to bring
good.
up shit that I said.
let's see.
And I
May,
don't care.
June,
I
July,
really- I
August,
don't
September,
have anything
October,
to
November.
give because I'm still
Oh,
teaching
okay. So
people,
I'm just counting it down. So I'm just trying to do it smart. So
and I'm doing things in like
Eight,
price
this
ranges that
is
they can afford.
January,
or
February. So the
like
latest
a
of
barter
him.
system and
Sorry, but the
stuff,
latest
you
of
know?
him being back would be after the All-Star game,
because she's so full of
and the earliest would be around Christmas. So you know what? Why not? Have at it. That would be good. This says that injury like the one he suffered could great impact his quickness and mobility as to save his career. Yes, so he can probably just stick to like mid-range shooting because he's a very good mid-range shooter, but it's just some of the threes that he attempts. It's like a question mark. It's like one of those things like, what? Huh? And some of the shots he look like he should be making, not making. So that would be another question mark. So let's just say this would be very interesting. So good news for Bucks fans. So 8 to 10 months. So that means he have a chance to return either around Christmas Day if the Bucks have a Christmas game, and the latest would be after the All-Star game. It'll still be in February, but so like I said, that's good news. Because they was debating on we was going to be off like the whole off season. So they'll be okay in the point guard position unless they decide what, we keep Kevin Porter Jr. and keep on Ryan Rollins. So they don't, that right there, they don't need a draft like a point guard or anything like that. So had them two hang on until Damian Lillard returns, and but they want to get somebody like from the future as a point guard. I can understand that too. But like I said, this is good news and not really big of a worry as everybody was before. So and plus, if y'all saw his videos, like he is like rehabbing. So maybe the sooner the better. And like I said, with today's technology, it could be good. But let's go back to it was like one more story I wanted to look at before we end the show. Because I'm going on rambling and rumbling, and plus news suddenly just start to happen with other teams making moves. like before
Yeah.
draft day, and okay,
And the thing is like this.
from Sports
There is
Illustrated,
no
the biggest need
call
heading to
for
NBA
me to
draft
teach.
reveal.
There is
So
no call
I
for me
already
to
know what it
teach.
is, but I bet you like
If
reports
someone
like this going to say like otherwise. Um,
and that's fine with me. I am not
it's clearly the biggest.
which you can tell. She's very much on this whole
I sorry, I wasn't trying to like do that.
I'm the only person who can do it right. No, there are
Let's see.
courses out there. People just have different ways in which they like to learn.
Yep. And yeah, and
And it's
Celtics and
perfectly
Pacers
fine
are
to
like in
teach
a
it to the
bad
teacher that
position too, with like
because
their
she's
main
so good
stars
with
hurting, and they probably ain't gonna be back
telling
until
her story.
oh, it could be a little bit later for them because they got hurt in May. So
And AJ and Michael both tell me the amount of times they like
so the
to
earliest probably
this. I
for
mean,
earliest probably
Mike
for
saw her one day on
Jason Tatum probably be back in January if everything's go well. If not, it'll be like mid to late March. So, and we don't know where the Celtics is going to be positioned by then. As for
a lot of that has to do with
no
who
Pacers,
she is, as you know.
cause y'all know he got injured like in it has to been like
Did you see the pictures I sent you of her or Felicia?
game 5 or game 6. So it was this June. Of course they was in the finals. So oh yeah, it was Sunday he got hurt. So he's most likely gonna be out for the rest of the season. Probably be in time for him, like if they get to the playoffs, yeah, they can make it in. So for Tyrese, so that would
The
be
picture of the gowns above neck are the ones that were made from the wedding dress.
earliest he could be back is after the All-Star game, and the latest, close to the end of the season or during the first round of the playoffs. But if the Pacers get there, so
And it's funny because, as I told you once before, there's a
okay,
couple of
let's see.
times that I've been out with Maggie and I'm doing her courses at the same
Okay,
time.
so
You know what I mean?
the biggest need for the Bucks is all season is getting another point
because
guard.
it's like, okay, I've paid for
That's true.
this course, you're finally actually teaching it. Let me,
Like I can understand, they go for that.
And I
If
had
Gary
her on
Trent
Zoom,
Jr.
and
leaves in
Maggie
free
saw
agency,
her
the
and
Bucks
she
are
said,
in
"Oh,
danger
there's
of losing
something
two
not
really
right
good
with
guards
her."
next season. They had to get a point guard who can run the offense. Milwaukee doesn't need to get a upper tier point guard, but they have to get someone who can give the ball to Giannis to let him attack the defense. Yeah, true, fair enough. So they want somebody that's kind of like
Well,
a good
it's
passing
her
point
own
guard.
vibe as well. I mean, I was
There
thinking
are
back to when I actually
there are
talked
going to be
with
some
her.
low cost
It was one
options
of
that
those
the Bucks
things
could
when
look
our
at.
message came
They
through,
might have to make
I'd
a
be
trade
like,
to
"Oh,
get a
what
point
now?"
guard instead because of the fact
Because
that
it
they are
was
in the first
never.
apron
It's always
of the
somebody,
luxury tax.
somebody's done this to me, and
No,
someone's
they're
doing that
not.
to me, and someone's taking this from me.
That's if
Someone's
they
taking
get
that from me.
certain
It's
people
like,
back.
no, they're not.
So getting at least one point guard is a must this all season. They won't really have opportunity to draft one. They only have the 47th pick, which is true. So like I said, with that 47th pick,
Right.
they can get a center.
Now, I would say she was
Which would be,
rightly so
biggest
in
need.
regards to one woman, and because this one woman did
So-
use her material. Word
So they
for
saying
freaking
the
word.
biggest need is the point guard, which we kind of
And to
knew
me,
that.
okay, you got a right there to be,
So
to be pissed off.
so and this is one thing I want to look at before we get out of here.
Word for word. Absolutely.
Another
That's blatant,
another
isn't it, at the end of the
article
day?
from Sports Illustrated.
But,
Bucks
you
reportedly
know,
prepared to make a big moves on draft night. So it's
you
like,
can't gatekeep.
what big moves that they
Well,
can take
pregnancy
that
losses,
teams
you
will
can't
like take
gatekeep what infant
for them
losses.
to
You can't
do something
gatekeep what
big. So
medications
like,
are used for
how would they do that?
induction, for, those sorts of things.
Okay, with the 47 overall pick, fans can expect the Bucks to care less about the lower level selections in the draft
No.
and more about using the
She
pick
won't
as
do
leverage to
anything
improve
about
the
it.
team by trade. No.
Her material
Keep their pick.
is
And also, they gotta remember
I
that
wanna
they can
say,
do cash consideration to
last
get
time
another
it was
pick if
updated
there's
was before
somebody that's
COVID.
out there that's still available after that 47 pick, or they can get
Now,
someone
she
in
hasn't
the
put in her
early
materials
second
of last
round.
year. The Stillbirth Prevention Act was introduced
So-
and signed into law, and what that means.
Of course, the Bucks are aiming to get younger. Of course, that's the
You
thing.
should have that in your material
By trading into
and know
the
what it means.
first round of the draft. So,
You should know what the Shine for Autumn Act is for Baylor.
okay, they are
And the
linked
process
to
that people
trades
are
into the
going
first
through
round as
that
they
is
look to get younger.
a problem right now.
Right. Bucks were tied for the eighth oldest in the roster last season with the Los Angeles Lakers and the New York Knicks. The average age team was
Right.
Milwaukee team was
It's like her
26.9
courses should now
years old.
include what happens
So,
to that
you know,
precious
about
woman down
27.
south who was turned into a fucking incubator for
But,
the Republicans.
like I
And
said,
let's
it's just
not
like what I
call
talked about
it,
earlier.
you know,
So
she
it could
was
be possible,
kept
you
on
know,
life support until her
they
baby
can,
could
you know,
be
get the
born. No, she was a fucking incubator, and her baby was
No,
harvested
so if
from
they're
it
gonna
because
do
her body
something,
was
we'll be wait and
decaying.
see. So it'd be good to
Let's
watch,
call
you
it
know,
like
the
it is.
first round of the NBA draft, you know, this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I am gonna watch the draft tomorrow, and I'm gonna also watch it Thursday evening as well. So maybe the Bucks will do a surprise thing. So the only thing I can see the Bucks doing is like getting a late first round pick, as I
Right.
showed y'all earlier. That some writers thinking that they should
There was
get
one
like
down
the
south
two
about 2
draft
years
picks or
ago,
all the three of
and
the
then
draft
there was
picks
the
from
one who
Oklahoma
died
City.
last week who was taken off life support.
I don't know if that's possible, but
And you know,
but yeah, that's
she
that.
doesn't know
And
all of these details. Well, I'm sorry, but
oh guys, sorry.
because of what I do, I was reading up on what happened to the woman who was recently.
My bad. But
where she was
anyways,
going to the hospital saying
we
something's wrong,
gonna
something's wrong,
let me
I've
move
got
this
headaches.
camera. So we're gonna end it from here. So hopefully there's like no more trade talks to or anything about the draft to talk about until tomorrow. Although there is one more video, and I'm gonna do like the final
So instead of turning the life
draft
support
pick
off on this
thing.
woman, they kept her alive.
So I actually am gonna do that. So maybe things may had changed.
Their body decays.
So we'll wait and see. And like I said, I'm gonna put out some wrestling content tonight as well. So stay tuned for that.
This baby
As you guys like today's video, please like, and it will help people view the channel. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And when we get close to 1,000 subscribers, the giveaway that I wanted to do will be revealed. So over 2,700 videos. Check out a lot of content that we have. So content that you're interested in, like Bucks, wrestling, comic book movies, and TV news, and also a development that's going on in Milwaukee. So that'd be something that you might want to check out. So please check it out. We're also sponsored by Mike and Robin Thompson, and also sponsored by Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. So if you're interested in some merchandise for like wrestling, you can check Midwest Wrestling Collectibles on Facebook. And also check out the website WrestlingFansSpeakOut.weebly.com. We have videos like this, and also we have upcoming events that's going on in the Midwest that we post on there from other federations. Meet and greets as well we do have that's in the Midwest, and photos that we took too, like with wrestling events and also Bucks events as well. So, and we will have more stuff to come too, so stay tuned. Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, PGSD Awareness Month, and also Pride Month. So just saying, we're a proud believer like all these causes and stuff like that. And plus what's going on in the community. So check on your people in the community. They might need a friend or need wherever they are to you. You know what I mean? So man up, woman up, face up. Until the next video, you guys have a good one. See you later.